Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my darlings. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fatima and this is my digital diary. Okay.
رب الأنس شيدنا مدارسنا بالآي نروي فؤادا كان عطشانا أهلا وحبا وتشريف.
Okay, let me give you a quick little confessional. Before I low-key struggled with Salah. Not praying in general, but just like having good quality of prayer, praying on time. That has been an issue. But alhamdulillah, as of recently, there are some things that has helped my Salah become perfect. Still not perfect, still could do better. I'm human. But let me give you guys some advice or some tips that helped me perfect my Salah. Before we go any further, let me just say I'm not a student of knowledge, I'm not a sheikh, I'm not an alim. Feel free to fact check me if anything. I'm just simply someone who has some tips and tricks who have helped her with her Salah. But yeah, feel free to fact check me if you feel the need to do so. First, let's start off with what is Salah. Once you understand Salah is something more than just an obligation or something we have been taught to do our whole lives, and you start appreciating Salah and seeing it as a meeting, you going to Allah, speaking to Him. Salah is more than just an obligation, it's a conversation between the heavens and the earth. And also, it is a conversation between you and Allah. It is time you get to take away from your day and speak to your Lord. Who doesn't want to do that? So yeah, just like our bodies need food, our soul needs food as well, and that food is Salah. Salah keeps us full, it keeps us not hungry, it keeps us steadfast, it keeps us, gives us a solid foundation basically. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak, but it gives us a solid foundation, and also it is a key to opening everything. Praying your Fard Salah, not only praying them, but praying them on time and praying them with good quality can open so many doors and bring so many blessings into your life that you're probably going to start to wonder where this is all coming from. But indeed, it is from Allah. So yeah, like I was saying, Salah is the food for our souls. It is what gives us the foundation. It's just what gives us structure, not only throughout our lives, but throughout our day-to-day lives as well. Waking up and praying Fajr, that itself can give you so much energy. I know for me, literally this morning was like a perfect example. I woke up, I didn't even want to eat suhoor. By the time I went downstairs to eat suhoor and I drank my water, right as the Fajr Adhan went off, I had so much energy just from the adhan. I went to the masjid. I was still a little sleepy. I'm not a morning person, by the way, but I still managed to go to the masjid with my dad. I prayed Fajr. After Fajr, I came home. I had energy. I couldn't even go back to sleep. So that itself is like a perfect example of refueling, recharging, and so that allows us to refuel and recharge throughout our day, so we're not burnt out. So as I was saying, Salah does not only give us structure in this world, but it also gives us a good foundation in Akhirah. It's the first thing we're going to be asked about. It's literally what's going to protect us in our grave. So what more do you need to hear? Get up, pray your Fard Salah. Praying your Fard Salah is so important. I cannot stress it enough. People think that chasing dunya, chasing success, chasing fame, chasing money is going to get them far in life. But I promise you, if you have no money in your bank account and you're still praying your 5 daily prayers, wallah, you have all you need. You literally have all you need. That is true success. And in the adhan, it even tells us, Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala falah. Like, we're being called to literal success. We're being called to go pray to our Lord, which is true success. So even if you have nothing in your bank account, even if you are struggling mentally, if you are praying your salah, if you are praying your fard salah at that, I promise you everything inshallah is going to fall right into place. You are right exactly where you need to be. And I cannot stress that enough. Praying your Fard Salah is so important. There are a lot of people that neglect Salah, that don't pray their Salah on time, delay it. But the more you delay your Salah, the more your blessings will be delayed as well. So if you want that pink G-Wagon, pray about it. Pray about it. If you want something that in this dunya, that only Allah can give you, pray about it. Pray about it. That's all I can really say. Pray about it. And pray your Fard Salah at that. I'm not just saying pray about it, just the Hajj. I'm saying pray about it. Make sure you're praying your Fard Salah, because it is the first thing we're going to be asked about. We're not really going to be asked about our Tahajjud prayers. We're going to be asked about our Fard Salah. We're going to be asked about our Fard prayers. And also, it is the only thing that differentiates us from being a kafir. So I'm not calling nobody a kafir, but I'm saying, like, if you neglect Salah intentionally, your Fard Salah, read between the lines. I'm just saying. But praying tahajjud is good once you establish your Fard Salah. Once you establish praying your 5 times a day, go above and beyond by all means. That's literally where you're set. You're set. Once you're praying all 5, it's only up from there. It's only up from there. But not praying your five, but praying tahajjud and, you know, all these other voluntary prayers, but you're not praying your fard, that is very similar to gharar, which is deception. And you're deceiving yourself. You're deceiving yourself. And that itself is such a sin. Such a great sin. Like, not a great sin, but like such a big sin. The word gharar is such a powerful word. It comes from deception, deceiving, delusion even. Literally even delusion. It's like your mom telling you to go clean your room and you vacuum, but you don't make your bed. Or your mom telling you directly to go make your bed and you vacuum and you still don't make your bed. But you're like, oh, I vacuumed, but you didn't make your bed. Oh, I did this, but you're not doing what was asked of you, like initially. So it's like, that's gharar itself. That's mainly it's for like monetary systems where you're like lying and deceiving other people when you're buying something from them or when you're doing trades with them. But I feel like that's very similar in this context because you're deceiving, you're lying to yourself, you're being delusional, and you're not doing what was asked of you. But basically saying, yeah, Allah, I'm doing this and this, so that should suffice. But you're not praying your fard, which was literally asked of you, which is obligatory on you. And I know somebody got canceled for saying hijab is obligatory. And she was going on to say how people pray their tahajjud, they pray istikhara, they do this and that, but they don't wear hijab, which is obligatory. That's literal fard. So it's like, are you really weighing out your scale? Or is there even anything on your scale? You know, like if you're not doing your fard, but you're doing this, that, and the third, you're just seeing yourself as delusion. Especially salah. Like if you're not praying your fard, salah, and you're praying tahajjud, your fard salah is what differentiates you from being a kafir. But you praying tahajjud is like, you're walking in circles. You're literally walking in circles. It doesn't really take you far, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying to stop praying tahajjud. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm telling you to establish your fard salah before establishing anything else. Now that we're on the topic of praying your fard salah and being out of the fold of Islam, once you are not praying your fard salah and you leave the fold of Islam, you will also left the fold of Allah's protection. You are no longer in the dhimma of Allah. You're not protected by Allah anymore. And that makes you prone to any evil, any harm, anything wrong going in your life. It's because you're not praying your salah. You are not being protected. But now that we know the importance of salah, the importance of our prayer, what about the quality? Let's talk about the quality of our prayers. Do we have good khushu'? Are we focusing in our salah? Are we just doing it just to do it? Basically is what I'm saying. I know sometimes as humans we have times where we just pray just to pray, and we see it as something that is like a pass or a fail. Not something that we get an actual grade on, but rather something that is a pass or a fail. And we should see it as something we've been doing our whole lives or something we've been told to do, but we don't understand the actual purpose of it. We don't understand why we are praying. We simply are praying because Allah created us for that purpose. Allah wants us to pray to Him and worship Him because He knows that we need it. Allah does not need us. We need Allah, if anything. So Allah knows us more than we know ourselves, more than your mom knows you, more than you yourself know yourself. Allah knows you. So He creates prayer for us, not for Him. And that is simply just the purpose of our creation. So once we understand the purpose of our creation is literally to pray, we take that a little more serious than just praying just to pray because we were told to. Yes, we were told to by our parents majority of the time, but also because Allah made a fard upon us to pray. Allah wants us to go and worship Him because He knows our souls need it. Another thing that has helped with the quality of my prayer personally, or like prayers in general that can improve your prayer quality, and your khushu', is understanding what you're saying. Learning what something as simple as Allahu Akbar means can improve your khushu' by 1,000. Take my advice for it. As someone who never really understood what they were saying in prayer, that has learning what I was saying helped me it's like thinking before you're speaking. Like when you think before you speak, you know what you're gonna say. Unless you don't think before you're speaking, that's like another problem in itself. But it's like thinking before you're speaking. Like you know what you're gonna say, you know what you're saying. Kind of like organizing your words, organizing your mind. So when you're praying, you're like focusing on what you're saying or like what you're gonna say next. You know. So that itself can help so much with khushu'. And once your khushu' is there, the quality of your prayer will skyrocket. So like I was saying, time is so valuable that Allah is calling us to pray 5 times a day. So not rushing to pray or like trying to get done with salah as fast as possible can honestly improve the quality of your salah as well. Once you take the time to understand, and I'm saying time over and over again because time is so valuable that Allah swears by it in Surah Asr. So taking the time out of your day to go pray to your Lord and worship your Lord will put so much barakah in your actual life. You won't be able to fathom, you know? And also, Allah, in that same surah, Allah goes on to say that indeed mankind is lost. We initially are lost. Our natural state is lost. Like, we're naturally clueless. Like, we we weren't born smart. We weren't born knowing everything. So indeed, we're lost. Like our initial creation is lost. And except for those who establish faith, good deeds, encourage each other to truth, and encourage each other to patience. That whole Surah Asr literally covers that. So time is so valuable. Time is so valuable. Faith is so valuable. Sabr and truth and having good deeds is so valuable that Allah has a whole surah talking about it. And Salah falls under those good deeds because those add to your scale. You're stacking up good deeds. So even if you're not stacking up cheddar, you're not stacking up that cheese, stack up your good deeds. It's the least you can do for yourself. Okay, now I'm going to give you some last food for thought before I wrap up the video. Salah not only gives us structure, but it also gives us a routine. It allows us as humans to like train ourselves. It literally trains us to like have a foundation, have something we're going to do every single day that we know we're going to do. It's like waking up and brushing your teeth. Why do we do that? Because we know it's something we should do and we don't want to stink. So we wake up in the morning and we brush our teeth. Just so, like, this is what we're trained to do, you know? It's what we're supposed to do. It should be like that with Salah. You should wake up in the morning and pray Fajr. Because it's not, like, you should know it's something you should do. Same thing with Dhuhr. Like, you should get up, even when you're feeling low, even when you're feeling your iman is low, when you're feeling lazy, when you're not necessarily feeling the motivation to pray, and you go and pray, just because it is something you do every single day, I promise you that it's going to improve your brain quality. It's going to improve you as a human. It's going to give you the consistency. Like, it's going to allow you to be consistent with your prayers. It's going to allow you to be able to, like, persevere through everything. Write that down. Okay, you guys, this is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. May Allah accept our fast and our prayers from us, and may Allah allow us to build routines that we can carry on even after Ramadan. With that being said, I know I said I'm not a sheikh earlier. Obviously, I'm not a sheikh. But I'm not a student of knowledge. I'm not alim. I'm not any of the above. I'm simply just a girl who has some tips and tricks that helped her perfect her salah. Still not perfect, but better her salah. And inshallah, they're going to be able to help you too. So if I said anything wrong or if you want to add anything down in the comments, leave a comment. With that being said, Assalamu alaikum.
على ربى الأنس شيدنا مدارسنا بالآي نروي فؤادا كان عطشانا أهلا وحبا وتشريفا